Hello.
What's going on? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Nothing much, nothing much. Your day going good?
It's Friday. It's slowing down. Beautiful.
Nice. Okay, peoples. Welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like what I'm doing right now. Hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and tell a friend. Follow us on IG and Twitter. And thank you for everyone who has joined our merry band of I don't know, commentators. Today's a good day. I wish I could have another day like this. All right, y'all. Let's see. What are we talking about today? On the docket today, we have Love Off the Grid, Season 1, Episode 3, Redneck Playboy Mansion.
This was hilarious. I'm sorry. It just was. I was
This was a good
cracking up.
episode. Yeah. Excuse me. Um, this was a good episode. Who do you wanna start with first?
Let's get Lindsay and Spence out the way because I would tell her to go home. I told her to go home. Seriously. The whining, no. You can leave now. You're
The
scaring the fish.
dogs. I love dogs.
Yes.
But why would you take them fishing with you?
Right. I was wondering about that too, honestly.
Look how muddy and dirty they got. Like you supposed to waste water to bathe them because he has to bring in water. He's one of them that have to bring in
Mhm.
water, right?
Right.
Um okay. They were scaring away the fish.
Exactly. That was my whole thing. I wouldn't have ever brought dogs to fish because they're gonna jump and play around, so that's not conducive to catching fish.
Well, here's the thing. At first, I thought it was cute, but when he said that fish makes up 50% of his protein, I was like, oh, this is the business, especially because he doesn't have a refrigerator
Mhm.
or any place to store it. And so it seems like he fishes every day. Um, this was serious, like, at least for me, because, I like my food. Um, so I wouldn't have brought the dog. This wasn't an excursion,
Well,
but
how can I put it? It wasn't like a field trip, It wasn't a
right.
hunting trip. You like fishing, you need quiet, you need focus. Yeah, I wouldn't have brought dogs. Mm-mm.
And he was trying to teach her how to fish, and she was behaving like a doo-doo, with the worm. And she said a blessing when she put the hook through the worm. Um I- I- she's a she's a vegan or something.
Vegetarian vegan. She was somebody.
Okay, because she did say that she doesn't like to hurt animals.
Hmm.
Okay, girl.
I'm over her already, but okay.
She just reminds me so much of somebody that I used to know, that I used to work with the downward frown all the time, the weird behavior. Um, yeah, I don't like her, much like I didn't like my former colleague. Um, oof. Yeah, what happened with them? He said that when they first started dating, there was a lack of communication, and they didn't have the things that they needed to thrive and survive. But somehow he feels that this time it's a whole lot different. I don't think so.
Mm-mm. She lied to you,
The only thing that's different is that this time you built stairs to get into your house.
pretty much.
Oh my God. Lindsay just thinks that the fishing is boring. Um, he just shuts it down after a while. He said that it was just too stressful with the dogs. Um, but what are they going to eat later that day if he doesn't have the fish, the protein? What are they going to eat? Then she says some nonsense. Well, I guess I'll just, continue doing my yoga and he can do his fishing when we want to de stress. And I was like, girl, what are you going to eat? That's all I was thinking about during that episode after he's their segment after he said that the fish makes up 50% of their protein. I got dead serious and I'm like, what are y'all gonna eat? Mm-mm-mm. But that was it for them.
Yeah, I don't like her. She can go now. That's just how I feel about her. She can go now because she doesn't bring anything.
he's he, he's so young. I feel like he could find somebody who's better suited to his
Mhm.
personality as an introvert. And she doesn't act seriously.
No.
And I'd always
No.
noticed that she's the one who's always saying that this is my soulmate, but he doesn't say that.
He doesn't. I think you know what it is with him. And I'm not sure if you feel the same way, but he's very cautious with her.
Because she left before.
Mhm.
I
He treats
wonder.
her. He's treating her with kid gloves.
Well, I
And I
wonder if
appreciate
she's
that.
the first woman that left him. You know.
Could be.
Ooh.
It could. You could be right.
Maybe there's a pattern of women like leaving. Child, I don't know. Hot mess express. So who's next?
Mm. Do you doing Maisha and Joe?
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm on them now. Okay. um. Oh wait, hold on. I had. Did I put it up? Okay, this was them trying to fish with them dogs all up underneath them.
It's a cute.
Ridiculous.
It's a cute. It's a cute picture. It's a cute scene, but not conducive to meeting the goal of catching fish.
What are the dogs gonna eat?
Right.
Y'all gonna sit down and share their kibble? Come on now, this is serious. This is survival. Okay, so now we got Joe and Maisha. The house is coming along.
But see, Joe's organized. Joe is very
Joe got a
organized,
plan.
and I appreciate him for that. I
Hmm.
really, really do.
But honestly, it's just the two of them.
It
And
is.
look at this house. It's got a foundation. It's got the frame. The frame for the roof is up. He said that he was putting on something for the rafters, and then they're gonna start doing the outside, and then the inside, and then the electrical and plumbing. I think he said.
Hmm.
And she's just like, "We're gonna do this because I need to get out of a tent."
Yeah, she's motivated.
But they take a break once he finishes putting in that last thing, and they start looking at like the color palette for the house, for the interior and exterior and stuff like that. And her favorite color is purple, and he's like, he wants to incorporate purple into all of the color palette. I thought that was so cute. I wouldn't put my house in purple, but I thought that was so cute.
Right.
Mm-mm. Let's see. She freaks out when there's like a little bee buzzing around, but doesn't he have a whole bee colony?
Yes. And I thought that was cool, personally.
Yeah, but they're gonna be like a lot more. You can't freak out with one when he's gonna probably bring in hundreds or thousands.
Right.
So I thought that was interesting. I love how she talked him into agreeing to marry her.
Mm, I have no hope for that.
Well, she brought up a valid point. Joe doesn't believe in state organized marriage. He liked that free love thing, and the more the better. Um, she said, "Okay, what if I get pregnant and something happens to you? I have nothing, my kid has nothing. We need to get married." Because although she is into free love, she has always wanted to get married.
Hmm.
So she kind of gets him into agreeing to marry her. which I thought was good. And
Mm.
it seems like she's, like I saw a little preview, it seems like she's going to bring in reinforcements to help reinforce that actual wedding. Um, Next, we see Joe talking to his friend Aaron, and they're moving the bee boxes now. So I guess he's found a place to set up his little bee colony on the property. He's gonna put that in. And Aaron, who's been divorced twice and been to the cleaners twice, cannot believe that Joe agreed to marry Maisha. Like, he's even like a little suspicious about the relationship.
Here's one thing. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Now I've always said this, ladies. When you have to pressure a man into marrying you, it's not gonna end well, even if he does marry you.
Mm-hmm.
Men do not like to be forced into anything. We want it to be our idea.
Mm. I'm gonna need you to explain to me what Joe said about the polyamorous relationship. Who's screwing who, where, when, why, how?
So
What?
so they would be basically they would be married, right? They would be married and they love each other, right? But
Uh-huh.
then it would be like a kind of it seems like a more Mormon type setup. And I like
Uh-huh.
the fact that Aaron asked, he's like, "Are you guys Mormon now?" So that's really it's more is to me it seems to come across more as what the Mormons do in their families, like
Mm-hmm.
a better version of the Browns, where Joe's head of house, and Maisha's first wife, and the roles are defined clearly.
Right. But he says something about the women can also can have relationships with each other and then with
Right,
other men.
right.
That's a hippie camp.
But see, but it is he owns the homestead, so basically, what he's trying to do is build his own polyamorous community. That's what he's doing.
So he's going to be
That
charging these people rent for their Freaknik?
no, because they'll be working on his homestead. He's got this is basically kind of like a hippie MLM where you buy in with your love and your labor, and you get out, community,
Nothing. You get
community, family.
venereal diseases and questions on who baby daddy is.
You just asked me what it was. I'm just telling you what it is.
Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Apparently they have met another woman on the same uh dating app that they met on, or dating website, sorry. App, whatever. Her name is Mia. Is it Mia or Maya?
Ooh, I thought it was Mia. I could be wrong
Mia.
though.
Okay. Um, and it seems like he says that she's like a nerd like him, and he's very excited for her to join their little community, and he's hoping that they all get along. He said that all two of them get along with her now, right? It's not just
Mhm.
him.
I just know
So who is she for? Is she for him, or
the
is she?
community
Oh, oh my God.
because here's the thing, they won't what they won't do, since they're the king and queen, they won't bring in anyone that the other doesn't get along with, because it'll crash everything to the ground.
Okay, so they're the king and queen of the community.
Yeah, that's how they have it set up, and it's clear.
Oh,
It's clear. That way everyone who comes in knows exactly who's what and who stands where. See, this is what Cody Brown should have done from the very beginning. But he wanted to play them games and have 800 children.
well, I think. Oh, I don't
Because if you
know.
don't, if you don't, if you don't, if you bring in people and you don't establish the boundaries and whose role is what, chaos ensues. And what they've done, they're building up everything, and they're establishing the boundaries and the ground rules, which is perfect. It's what you should do. And he has a plan. I mean, I'm kind of impressed. I'm not gonna sit here and lie.
Oh my goodness, Stephen. I hope that you're coming along well. It says that it's been a challenge since you got hit by the bad driver, but you know, we're just grateful that you even take the time to come into our show, considering everything that's going on with you. Um, oh, I hope today is a good day. Sorry about that. I just saw that comment. I don't know. Okay, so who is next? Anything else with them? What'd you think about Aaron?
He's a good friend. You can tell he's a good friend. But yeah, I think, but my whole thing is he trying to join the commune too.
I got that feeling as well. Like he was asking all of these questions, like to figure out whether it be something that he can join permanently or just step in and out whenever he got an
Right.
itch. Kind of. I don't know. Um, but yeah, he seems good. Did he have a gun? I think
I
he
didn't see one.
did.
Did he?
I think so. I think he had a pistol.
Okay, I wouldn't be surprised. It makes sense where he lives.
All right. Anything else with them? Or we're good.
No, we're good.
Okay. We get to Angela and Josh. All right. Their scene opens up with them in the same bed together. So I automatically assumed that they did the dirty
Right.
because last week it
Same.
was like, you know, dancing shows. But we come to find out that they took the little flirting back to the bedroom. And while they was getting freaky, she heard the generator was about to give out. So she went to put some gas in it and come back, and he was passed out. And she went to bed frustrated. Mm-mm-mm. So she got up pissed. And so they're basically in the bed discussing how she didn't get none last night. And he kind of, when he said, I'm sorry that I fell asleep and you couldn't wake me up, that,
That was funny. I'm sorry. That was funny.
yeah, but it comes over as like, what are your motives doing? Like, what are you doing there?
Hmm.
And so they kind of make up, and then he just jumps out of the bed, buck ass naked. And she's like, see, you keep doing stuff like that to me, and yet we're not doing anything else. But wasn't she the one at the beginning who said that she wanted to be slow and like get to know each other first before they get into
Right.
that?
Exactly.
Hmm. Well, he goes and takes a shower. She stays in the bed with her granny panties on, and she says, I'll be there in a minute. Hmm. Um, they're outside trying to do some work. He's trying to help her install some shade over that pergola that she has built outside of her home so that it could help lower the heat
Hmm.
to the house. That he freaks out over a flock of quails.
I was like, okay.
He really like he took that to next level. Like he had never ever seen a bird in life.
Right.
Hippie free labor. Oh my God, Sunway. um, so they just start installing all of these little tarps and stuff, whatever. Next scene is Josh says that he went out to go and get some water from the cistern, and there's a rattlesnake out there. So he freaks out and he comes and he gets Angela. Angela's like, where is it? Show me. We got to kill it. I was like, oh my God. I was trying to see if she had on her flip flops or if she actually
Right.
put on a pair of
Boots.
shoes.
Yes.
Um, the rattlesnake is indeed out there, but it goes underneath the water tank. She goes, we have to kill it now because a rattlesnake can, if they get bit by they can die within 45 minutes, and they're
Right.
well over an hour away from town.
Right.
So they're going to die. So she's like, we have to kill it. Every time you see a snake, you have to kill it. Um, so he helps her. He's like, let me get it out from under here. So he's jiggling something to like let it come out the other side. And she's waiting for it with the shovel, and she decapitates it. So I'm like, okay, good. Toss it. Another fun fact. You have to dig a hole and bury this thing, and you have to make sure that you have the head to bury so that the dogs don't go and find it and dig it up
Mm-hmm.
and then get
Then
poisoned.
bite it. Yeah.
So I was like, oh, but did you see that snake moving after she killed it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was scared. I was scared. I'm not even out there in Yucca, and I'm scared.
Right.
um, that look, they was fighting in the first few scenes, but that last scene took me out. I can't do it in Yucca.
Mm-mm. Nope. I know I couldn't, so I'm not gonna pretend.
The quails were cute, but child, and they kept on focusing on that snake after it was put out of his misery. I was just like, oh my god.
I know I couldn't do it. I don't like anything that can kill me, so I'm good.
Was it bad that I was also thinking about a like a belt or a purse?
No, it's called repurposing.
Yes.
No animal should die in vain.
Oh wow, she had good aim though.
She did.
He was freaking, but he still pulled it together to try and help her. I'm beginning to think that he can hack it out there more than he let on
Hmm.
initially.
I can agree to that.
I'm still like eyeing you though, Josh. I'm with the daughter-in-law. What you doing out there though? Mm. Anything else with them?
No. Next is last is Charlie and Jen.
Yes, Charlie and Jen. Okay. So hold on. Um, no, not this one. Where is it? Okay. Charlie and Jen. They get up in the morning, and he makes her the breakfast of champions, steak.
Yes.
This is his kitchen outside, y'all.
But
Um,
that's a cool setup, though. I'm not gonna sit here in front.
uh-huh.
For being
It,
being in the mountains, like the way it is, that is a cool little setup. He got actual pans, Jen.
mm-hmm.
Pans
He had
and bowls.
copper bottom pans.
Mm,
Um, in the shack, you know.
right.
I was here for it. I was here for it. But yeah, I caught this image, and I'm like, Jamal would love that steak.
Yeah.
Um,
But I'm like the thing with his setup is like he has all the creature comforts of home to speak, so to speak, but it's just condensed. And like if you are out in the mountain and you're not cooking over a fire, over some like paper or whatever on a stick, you need to be grateful.
mm-hmm,
I'm just saying.
mm-hmm. Um, so after breakfast, she goes to take a shower, turns on the faucet, but nothing comes out, and then she sees a spider. So she calls him, kill the spider. The water's not on. Um, so he goes, oh, whoopsies. Well, I get my water from the spring, but you got to go 2 or 3 times a year to just, clear it out. Um, let's just, go for a walk up
Yeah.
there. Um, he he, he underestimated that walk because
Hmm.
first of all, it was uphill. Second of all, they got to the first little he called it, what did he call it? Spring house, which to me was just like a cistern.
Mm.
But yeah, he got to the spring house, which is then has plumbing that's connected to the underground spring. So basically, you got to clean it out. The mud that gets caught in the
Right, that clogs it.
piping. Yeah, you got to
Makes sense.
clean that out 2 or 3 times a year. They get up there, they open up their water tank. It's empty. It's just got mud at the bottom. So then he's like, well, we have to go like about another 900 to 1,000 feet up the mountain and right around the corner. So he says, to get to the spring. So they get up to the spring, and the spring is covered by all these rocks. So he opens them up, and all there is in there is like mud. There's no water.
Right.
And so, what do you got to do? You got to start digging.
Yep.
And he starts digging. And he's like, he's worried. He's like, oh my God, what if, what if we gotta, I guess if that has dried up, he would have to dig another um well or spring or
Spring.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd have to dig for another water source someplace else. And that's not conducive to her staying, in my
Mm-mm.
opinion.
Mm-mm.
But he digs and digs and digs, and then some water comes up. So they go back down to the spring house. And as they're arriving, they're hearing the water. So it is working, it is coming through. Um, she is, she is,
Oops. What happened?
sorry
There
about
we go.
that.
No
Yeah.
worries.
She is a little frustrated, but she's holding her temper. He's like, I need you to know how to do this stuff just in case I'm not here.
I agree.
She's not going to do any of that.
Right. No, I'm just saying I agree with him that she ain't gonna do it, but I agree with him.
Yeah, and it's wishful thinking on his part to think that she's going to do all of that when she's just going to get into that souped up golf cart and drive over to his mom's house.
Exactly.
um but it's good that she knows where the actual water comes from. I appreciate that. um Charlie thinks that Jen has potential to become a mountain woman, and he seems very excited to teach her. Um, but I'm not seeing yet her willing to learn this because she just stood over him and watched him dig.
That was hilarious.
Not that I would have jumped in, but this is about Jen. And you wanted to take a bath, girl, and you wanted to live in the mountain with him. So I thought that, it was within your best interest to get in there and start digging too, even though the hole is only big enough for him. I don't know. I don't know. Um, Charlie says the mountain not only gives, but it also takes away, and that this is a test for Jen. Do you think she passed?
No.
No, I think she did. And here's why: she didn't freak out. She was able to climb all the way up the mountain with him. She seemed interested. She never took her eyes off of it. She never complained. Like, she stayed there. She asked questions. I I think she passed the test,
But
because
she
if
ain't
it
gonna
were
do it
me,
though.
I would have left. But I don't. I think he knows deep down she's not going to do it. I I'm just grateful that she went up the mountain. Just grateful. So I think she
Hmm.
passed. I think she passed.
Okay.
Um, he's had this water system for 20 years. And he said that this has never happened. Like, it's gotten clogged, but that primary source has never dried up. He better start looking at an alternate piping system. Just saying. Um, but because it's never happened before, he thinks this is a big problem. Reality is sinking in with Jen, but she says she is biting her tongue, but she is freaked out, very freaked out. They get back down. hold on. After they leave once they figure out that the water is now running into their water tank, I was wondering why he had that big plastic thing. But it looks like it's a little sled for her to get in, and he kind of ties the rope around himself so that she can slide down the mountain instead of having to climb
Mm,
back down. So I thought
right.
that was cute, making it fun for her. Um, yeah, so that was their adventure in getting water.
It was a good thing.
Hmm.
I'm not mad at it.
I love how all of you guys are in this chat helping out Steven. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Is your rib wrapped? Aww. I could have never lived in a little shack in the woods. Me neither. But I'm glad I could watch it on TV.
Yes, that you was bougie, which is okay. Bougie's good.
There's nothing wrong with it. Like, I, I admit it. I am not a farm person. I'm not a outdoorsy person. Roughing it for me is a Sheridan. I'm sorry.
Creature comforts, creature comforts.
Yes. But that just comes from the business I was in. That's all. Um, so anything else with them?
No, that's it.
Well, that's the episode, y'all. That was Love Off the Grid, season 1, episode 3, Redneck Playboy Mansion. These episodes go by really quickly, and I
Give me one
thank
second.
them.
Sorry.
I want to thank the producers of this show because they don't give us too much of Spence and Lindsay. I think they're the weakest couple, and I have a sneaking suspicion that um they probably don't have a storyline because I feel like she leaves early, and that's why we get such a small percentage of them in each episode. They're trying to stretch it out. Um with water in a separate bathroom. Hold on. Yeah, I like to hyper that. I'd love to live. You'd love to live in that shack. And do not be sorry for sharing, Stephen. Remember, as long as you're respectful in the chat, you can say whatever you want. We're a little family here. That's right, Yanni. If we can help each other, that's all that matters. With water, okay, you could do the shack with water and a separate bathroom. I don't know. It's a nice setup. I know everything is like right next to the bed, but I like the setup. Um, they seem like they're a half-hour show. I want this show to be an hour and a half. Okay, so if it had commercials, it would be for an hour, but it's about 42 minutes, I think. 42 minutes because it doesn't have the commercials. So it's a quick watch. It's easy. It's entertaining. It's educational, and it just reinforces that I can't do that outdoor stuff. I can't, and I think I'm gonna vomit when Charlie brings home those frogs. I really do. And the sad thing is that I think I've had frog legs before. I've had frog legs and escargots before, but when he slaps those poor frogs down on the counter, is um no, we're good. We're good with the 42 minutes. We're good with the 42 minutes. Okay. So, Jamal is still away, but I'm going to give y'all a little heads up because Jamal and I are going to be looking at a new show, I think today or tomorrow. So we might have a surprise for y'all on Monday. Another show that we're adding to the repertoire of our little commentary. Um, Hold on. Yeah, no well, I don't want to see the prep. I mean, I've seen stuff slaughtered before, but I don't want to see frogs. Like I think I did that in biology class. I was good with that. Yes, that's right, because we had to resuscitate the heart. We had to remove the heart and then put it in a dish and try to resuscitate it to get it to beat for a little bit more. Yes. That, oh, God. But yeah, that I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I need real stuff. The class I'm taking this weekend, they offered to go to a resort in Mexico. I didn't go because the bathroom situation. It was a communal bathroom far away. Wasn't regular flush. What do you mean regular flush? Was it like a nautical toilet where you had to pump it until it was clean? Or did you have to throw dirt on top of it? Ooh, child. I don't like communal bathrooms. I like en-suite bathrooms with running water, faucets, maybe even a separate spa tub, standalone shower with rainfall, all the bells and whistles. Good Lord. Did you see Black, Rich, and African? I guess Netflix is trying to compete with Bravo. Well, don't forget, Netflix had Bling Empire. So I think, and I know which show you're talking about. It is Young, Famous, and African. And I took a peek at it and it gave me a chuckle. And I'm gonna, well, the cat's out of the bag, Yanni. That's the show we're going to watch the first episode of and see if it's something that we want to talk about. But just from the trailer, it seems so messy. It seems so messy. So I'm into it. Just have to get buy-in from Jamal. But yeah, it was entertaining me. I'm sorry, it really was. Uh, some resort. Yeah, that wasn't a resort. That's a campground. I don't know. I'm not good with killing animals. I'm not after it's dead, but I can't see it. Oh, okay. I didn't have a problem. Like I've seen, what did we have? We had goats, we had pigs, we had chickens, turkeys, ducks. I've seen all of those. You know, contributing to my culinary smorgasbord. I've seen all of those. Tastes just like chicken. Can we get a clue on the new show, you and Jamal? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm a little behind on the chat. But yeah, we're thinking about doing Young, Famous, and African from Netflix. It seems like it'll be a good kiki. The trailer is pretty fun. Yanni says, I thought the same thing, but then Ablavi had a point of view that might be super rich Africans that abuse their own people. And that's what I want to see. Because I was watching another show. I think it was on Discovery Plus. What is it called? Little something London. And it's about a bunch of African descent young people who are very wealthy living in London. And I at least two of them, I suspect that where the money came from wasn't all of that. legit. Just saying. But I'm wondering if these guys are in the entertainment industry, and not, from parents who have exploited their own people and country for monetary gains. So I've got to watch it just to see. Um, Yanni, my parents' farm had them too, but I never wanted to see them getting killed. I don't know. Like, we're just there. Like, my family's kind of strange. We're just there. Remember, like I told you, like the bunnies, I saw them. You know why I watched the bunnies? Because my aunt said she didn't want to see it because the bunnies make a strange noise when when they're done. And she didn't like that. And yeah, that's the only thing that she didn't like looking at. So I stood there and I watched. They were my bunnies that I was contributing to the party. Was it? When you're young, you just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not altogether there. Let's see. Steven says, I've been eating a soft diet mostly because I can feel it, kind of sick, feeling all the time. Oh, and no comfortable position. I'm sorry, Steven. Oh, maybe so. Let's watch one episode and compare them. Yeah. I'm just gonna give it a watch and see if it's something that will give us a chuckle. Oh no, I can't even eat bunnies. They're too cute. Definitely wouldn't watch them get killed. They cry like babies. Yeah. I think it's the only time that they make a noise in their life or something, and it's a little squeal. But so are little lambs. But I eat lamb. Rabbits, they are like chicken, just a little bit more gamey. But I love a rabbit stew and fried rabbit. Yummy. Let's see. I don't know where Jamal has gone off to. So we're just here. Does anyone have any questions? Are there any other shows that you're interested in watching? Do y'all want us to review Maths Australia? Just checking, because that's going to be starting soon. I've already watched the season, so I don't know. My family loves rabbits, so they had it as, yep. Yeah, we had rabbit at special occasions as well. Did you all watch Bad Vegan? Heidi told me about Bad Vegan, but I haven't watched it yet. Mm-mm. She sounds kind of dumb though. I don't know if I want to watch that because if it got you mad, it probably will get me mad as well. I have a feeling that Jamal is not coming back at this moment. So we're gonna wrap up. It's like Anna number 2. Who's Anna? Was she the gal that got swindled out of all of her money from the guy online? Oh God, why can't I think of I think I know who you're talking about with Anna. Okay. You thought the same, that she was dumb until the last episode, and I realized she was not dumb. Oh, okay. Steven, Bad Vegan apparently is a really great docudrama or docu-series. I think it's like 4 episodes. Anna was the fake Russian that pretended to be super rich. Oh, okay. Child, all of these people with these scams. If you have time, take a peek at it. A lot of people are recommending Bad Vegan. A lot of people are recommending Bad Vegan, saying that it's a good watch. Oof. Oh dear. So yeah, give it a try. Let us know what you think. I think Heidi Black is going to review it. Yeah. If you need something to do and you have some spare time, check it out and let us know what you think of it. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up because I think Jamal has something else to do. So we'll see you on Monday, and we'll let you know ahead of time what we're going to review on Monday. Okay, so just look out for when we schedule the show. Have a wonderful weekend. Please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up. We really appreciate it. Everybody stay safe. Thank you for subscribing, and we'll see y'all on Monday. All right, let me just get over here. All right, so until next time, on behalf of me and Jamal, bye.